Hello, lovelies. Welcome back to the Nations JI. I I know it's been a while. It's been a quick minute since I've posted, and it wasn't in my original plan to stop for March and April and to stop posting for such a long period. However, lots of things happened separate and apart from school being overwhelming and me not being in the parish for a whole month once upon a time. I was beating up on myself saying, Lord, like, God, you're probably just so disappointed in me because you've given me this ministry, you've given me this task to post and to do what you've called me to do, and I haven't been doing it. And I never planned for these breaks, and you never tell me. Like last year when he told me that I was going to take a break, and he just had to remind me that even though it was in my plans, even though stopping or taking a break weren't in my plans, it was always in his, and that nothing comes as a surprise to him. And so I just wanted to, before I get into what he gave me to say to you guys or to remind you today, I just want to remind you that no matter what you're going through, and no matter what may come as a shock or a surprise or suddenly to you, it's never a surprise to God. It's always in his plan. He's already put in measures to counter whatever is happening. He's already set up strategies and directives to allow you to maneuver your suddenlies, whether your suddenlies are good or they're bad. It's never a surprise to God. So I just wanted to remind you, don't beat up on yourself because it wasn't in your plan. It was always in God's plan. And with that being said, I'm here to speak to some persons who feel like they're in that season that is coming to an end. And I'm not gonna lie, with this word in mind, the persons who were in my mind when I was talking to God, and be like, okay, God, what do you want to say? I need a word. I need to hear from you. And I know persons who are like me need to hear something from you as well. And so specifically, no, not really specifically, but specifically the persons who I had in mind when I was saying, God, help me out to figure out what am I supposed to say on this comeback. Should I have like a witty word, acronym or whatever, for like coming back or whatever? And he was just like, it's almost as if he's saying me, just pick up, just say what I need you to say. And he basically just wanted me to remind you guys that you're so close. And I got a devotional for that, I think all the way in March or April. And it really hit home because I'm at the end of my degree. Basically, I'm in my last month. This is my final month of school for my legal education certificate. And I promise you, this year has been the absolute worst. This last year, this final year, which should have been my, I'm getting out, so excited, and it's been filled with nothing but panic and anxiety and disappointments and failures. And it's just been nothing, like when you're on a last lap of something and you're finishing something, oh, there's just this excitement bubbling up because you're almost finished. Like, that was just missing for the whole year. And I just wanted to remind you that for those of you who are in your, it doesn't even matter if it's for your last semester for a degree. Some of you are finishing your first semester of your last semester of your first year, your beginning and your end. This has been your first year, probably for school, whether it be college, university, or even in the new working world. It's the end of something. It's the beginning of something as well. And some of you, like me, are in the last semester of your degree. And some persons, your journey should have ended. You thought your journey would have ended last year, but this is now an additional year that you've had to do to complete your degree. I'm speaking to all of you. And doesn't even matter, it doesn't have to do with school. Some of us are approaching the end of a season. Like, you've been in a season of sowing and you're just like, God, I think I've done the groundwork enough. I think I just want to get out of this season. This groundwork, this building, this foundation laying season has been rough, and I want to see the end of it. This is for you. You are so close. Don't give up. Don't let the final lap kill you. Remember, you've made it this far. Don't let the burnout of the end of a journey make you feel like you're too tired to finish. Don't let seeing the finish line make you stumble. Fix your focus now more than ever. And this is what God was showing me when I was talking to him. I think it was last week. Sometimes we're focused, like we're running and we're getting to the finish lap. We're getting through the finishing lap and we're doing everything. We're running how he taught us. We're putting all the practice and the lessons, everything. We're putting in the work. And then we lift up our eyes. We turn our heads to see where everybody else in this journey. We want to know where they are. Are they on their last lap? Or are they going to overtake you? Or you look and you see the finish line and you end up stumbling because your focus has shifted. God is saying right now more than ever, I want you to fix your focus on me. Fix your focus on me and me alone, and I will take you to the finish line. Don't worry about anybody else and where they are. Don't worry about somebody passing you. Remember, each of you have your own journey. Each of you have your own length. Each of you have different distances. So while you are on the same track, you are all doing different things. So I know it's been hard, and it's probably the worst you've ever felt during your journey. And I don't know about you, but that's how I felt. I felt like this final year of law school, I just wanted it to go smoothly. And I know that's very, what's the word? I don't know, contradicting, because I know that nothing can go smooth. But there's just this hope that, okay, 5 years of school. I've done 4 so far. I've made it. Lord, please let this final year just... You understand? And from the get-go, from the beginning, from the start of school last year, it's been a non-stop, never-ending obstacles, hindrances, just overwhelming, like feeling of breakdowns after breakdowns after breakdowns. And trust me when I tell you that I've had multiple breakdowns this school year. Persons don't even know. I just be in my room, just cry, breakdown, drop sleep, wake up, and just start the other day because I can't do anything about it. I have to continue. And then school has been such a task where every time something bad happens, we don't get to process it. So you may have failed, or you may have something may have gone wrong, or the assignment wasn't so great, and you want to sit and process this. You want to sit and process what has just happened because it has shocked you. You want to sit and process this unexpected turn in your season. You want to sit and process this day of work that has gone totally wrong. But then the work throws something on you. School throws something on you. The season is like you're watching a show and something is happening and you want to stop and process the season, and there's no pause button. The show just keeps going and you're stuck. It's playing and your life is continuing, but your mind is stuck on what has just happened. But then the season is continuing, so you have to go for it. You have no you have no choice but to continue. And that is how I've felt for the past couple of months when it comes to school. It's just that there's no time to process. Every time something happens, you just have to, okay, God, like I just have to press on. I'm just running on E, just going through the motions because I don't have time to process this. And God is saying that do not let all of that is happening make you feel incapable, make you feel less than. You're probably thinking that, oh, I'm almost at the end. Why can't it be easier? Like, haven't I been struggling enough? Like, I've said those things. And he sent a reminder through one of my friends who's going through law school with me, and trust me, we've had it. And she sent me Isaiah 40:28-31, and was going to read what it says, and I just want it to sink in with you. The Lord is the everlasting God, the creator of the ends of the earth. He will not grow tired or weary, and his understanding no one can fathom. He gives strength to the weary and increases the power of the weak. Even youths grow tired and weary, and young men stumble and fall. But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint. And I know we all know Isaiah 40. We all know those scriptures. That's the one of the scriptures that everybody is used to hearing. But I just want you to see it in a new light. See it while you're weary right now. Your hope in God. It doesn't say that you need to get up and do extra hours in your worship devotional in the mornings. It doesn't say you have to kneel till you hear from it. It doesn't say that you have to do anything that religion depicts, those rituals. It just says they that hope in the Lord. So just exercise your mental strength and just put your hope in him. Keep your mind on him, and he will give you the peace that you desire. So this is just something that he wanted me to remind you, and this is exactly how he gave it to me. You're not alone. He's always been with you. When you're up late at night reading, when you're falling asleep without doing anything, when you've got up early to do some work, when you've snoozed the alarm multiple times, when you've passed, he's with you. When you've failed, he's still with you. When you've been productive, when you've tried to study and didn't get much done, when you've dedicated your time to do the work, when you've procrastinated or wasted time. Through all this, your status never changed. What you do doesn't negate the fact that he's always with you. Your works don't negate my presence. That's exactly what he said. Your works don't remove my presence. Stop thinking you're unworthy of my grace, of my mercy, of my help. Keep yourself at my feet. All I want is your heart. Stay in the heart posture. Glory doesn't only come in the completion of the finished product, when the gift is beautifully wrapped with a bow. Because that's what we think. Oh God, the fanfare, the hooray, the glory is going to come when everything is all said and done and it's wrapped neatly and you can present it to people. You can present it to the outside world that, hey, I've made it. This is what has come of me at the end of my season. I am looking fabulous. That's not the only time that glory unfolds. Glory also comes in the making, in the manufacturing, in the groundwork. Glory comes in the raw materials, the unfinished jagged pieces that will come together. Glory comes in the process. So, as anxious as you are for the completion of it all, this season, this journey, this degree, this school year, this work period, as anxious as you are for the glory at the finish line, be present in the process and process the present so you can take the lessons you've learned when you've crossed the finish line. And I just want to repeat that last part that says, be present in the process and process the present. If you are not taking an active part in this season or in this section of your life where you are, you won't get to process it. You won't get to take the lessons or take what you need to take from it. And if you don't process what you're going through or what's happening, if you don't stop and dedicate at least 5 minutes to at least decipher what has happened, you're going to feel like you're running on E and just going on empty and just going through the motions, and you won't learn from it either. So those are my parting words with you. Thank you once again for staying with me through this journey as I present the ministry that God has given me to you guys. So I'll see you on another Saturday for another video. But this is not my thing, I got thing.